A famous Nigerian Islamic cleric, Sheikh Ahmad Gumi, who was sponsored to Saudi Arabia for the 2025 Hajj, as one of the clerics to lead Nigerian pilgrims to the Holy Land, was granted visa by Saudi Arabia, but on getting to Medina, he was not allowed to go outside of the airport before then being deported as unfit to perform Hajj. So, for Nigeria's authorities, Sheikh Gumi was found worthy not only to make Hajj, but to lead Nigerian pilgrims along with some other clerics. And so, who decides when it comes to matters of religion? Is it God or human beings? Obviously, it is human beings. And now they are divided. Nigerian Muslim authorities found the Sheikh worthy of leading pilgrims on Hajj, while Saudi Arabia found him unworthy, as we are told, based on his utterances and activities. While there is no explanation, for all I know, on the part of Saudi Arabia, well, of course, he was interrogated by the Saudi authorities before being deported. And he himself said it was based on his own ideology, which has to do with his position on the war in Gaza and banditry activities in Nigeria. Many people accuse Israel of genocide, but I always look out for them to balance it with the excesses of Hamas, with particular reference to what they did to Israel on October 7, 2023. Thousands of men, women, and children brutalized, killed, raped, and taken as captives or hostages. In peacetime, not in wartime. And that was what started the war in the first instance. And while Hamas has not stopped boasting of its intent to eradicate Israel from land to sea, and Israel is insisting for that reason, for the reason of October 7 and for the boasts of Hamas, that Hamas must be eradicated as a terrorist organization and denied the right to continue to be the ruler of Gaza. But more often than not, rather than balancing between Israel and Hamas, it will seem that many world leaders prefer to condemn Israel and what they regard as its excesses, without urging Hamas to surrender, at least to save Gaza, and to stop using human shield, including women and children, as human shield, just so that the world can be condemning Israel for killing women and children. But what has that? But that must be related to what Hamas represents as a body that wants to eliminate Israel, men, women, and children. Well, I don't know the exact utterances of Sheikh Ahmad, but the truth of the matter is, as I related it, October 7th cannot be denied. The boast of Hamas cannot be denied. The resistance of Hamas, despite what is called genocide, well, you don't just say this is genocide. You must tell story. You must tell what happened, what is happening. You can't take genocide in isolation without taking it as a matter of cause and effect. That is that. But in Nigeria, where Sheikh Ahmad is regarded as a saint by Nigeria's rulers, including the so-called Nigeria National Hajj Commission, run with Nigeria's money, in a nation which constitution prohibits state religion, but promoting Islam and Christianity, and consider Islam and Christianity to be more pivotal, more important, even than life of Nigerians, to the extent that you can remove subsidies from basic necessities of life to subsidize Hajj and Christian pilgrimages. So, but with particular reference to Sheikh Ahmad Gumi, why has Nigerian government not liaised with Gumi to mediate peace? Because he kept saying that the bandits are aggrieved. What is their grievance? And now Nigeria government is standing in the position of Hamas, because rather than seeking peace, they are comfortable. Nigeria government is comfortable with insecurity, killings all over Nigeria, is comfortable with herdsmen terrorism, grazing cattle in agrarian fields. All of that makes sense to Nigeria's rulers. Fighting war against Boko Haram since 2009, a period of about 16 years, 2009 till date, Nigeria's rulers are comfortable with it, and they find Sheikh Gumi worthy of leading pilgrims to Mecca. But Saudi Arabia says there's something wrong with this man. He's a suspect. For Nigeria's rulers, Sheikh Gumi is not a suspect. He's a saint. So, Nigerians, wake up. Make use of the intellectual resources with which you are endowed by God. You are blinded by Christianity and Islam. Up to our university professors who are promoting Christian and Islamic dogmas in our university, even to the detriment of traditional Africa, for no justifiable reason other than they are making not money from Christianity and Islam. And our governments at federal and state levels are encouraging Christianity and Islam, with which Nigerians are more preoccupied than their own lives. That is the case of Ahmad Gumi, a saint of Nigeria's rulers, a suspect to inhumanities by Saudi Arabian authorities. So, the recognition given to Sheikh Ahmad Gumi to even nominate him, select him as a worthy representative of Islam, raise the question: is religion about God or about men? Because in Christianity and Islam, human beings use the two religions to build their earthly kingdoms, as obvious and incontestable. They build their earthly kingdoms in emirates, parishes, dioceses, sultanates, mosques, and churches. You can see the earthly kingdoms of Christians and Muslims there. And now, to the detriment of Nigerians, suffering from insecurity and worsening mass abject poverty in a land flowing with milk and honey. What is the relationship between Nigeria's rulers and Sheikh Ahmad Gumi? What makes Nigeria's rulers to be blind to the relationship of Ahmad Gumi with terrorists and armed bandits? Begging for answer.